Have you ever experienced this where you hear your name being called, but then when you turn to look and see who is calling you, there's no one there? This is a relatively common phenomenon, and no, it does not mean you're going crazy. There are many reasons why you may be hearing your name being called. Keep reading to find out why this is happening. Or, watch my video about what this means here, what it means when you hear your name called. From a psychological perspective, there is not a direct correlation between this and further mental health issues. So what does it mean from a scientific perspective? Psychologically, hearing your name being called with no one around is a sort of auditory memory that is activated and replayed in your brain. Auditory memory is one of your brain's processes to take in information that you hear, sound, voice, audio, and store that information until the next time you recall it. People that can listen to a song and figure out how to play it on a guitar without knowing the chords have an excellent auditory memory. Animals, such as parrots, know how to say hello and mimic different sounds and noises because of their strong auditory memory. Your auditory memory can replay the sound of someone's voice saying hello, or calling your name in a way that's so vivid you actually think for a moment that they're there. This strong level of auditory memory is most commonly experienced when you're either falling asleep or right after wake up in the morning. This state between waking reality and the dream world is called the hypnagogic state, and it's where your conscious and subconscious mind are meeting and interfacing. The metaphysical perspective. Although there is a scientific explanation for hearing your name in the form of an auditory memory, there is also metaphysical connection as well. Sponsored links. Let's dive into this, starting with why you would hear your name. Your name is a big part of your identity, so first and foremost, your name is a symbol of your identity. It's a symbol of who you are within this physical realm. When someone calls your name, you can't help but turn and look and see who's there. This is the reason why spiritual beings would use your name to call you too. It's because it gets your attention. So if you hear your name being called, the most common metaphysical reason for this is that a spiritual being such as a loved one in spirit, a god, angel, or even your higher self wants your attention. When you hear your name, it may be that a spiritual being is reaching out towards you with a message, with guidance and validation that they are here with you. When this happens, know that you have the ability to shift your awareness within, to go deeper, to find the space between your thoughts and just be and breathe. Instead of trying to make anything happen, be open and receptive to what else may be present from the realms of spirit for you to tune into. From a metaphysical perspective, when hearing your name, you are essentially tapping into the realm of spirit through clairaudience, through your throat chakra, the energy center that allows you to hear in spirit and receive messages of guidance. Learn more about how to open your clairaudience here. The entrance point to receive guidance. Hearing your name is the entrance point to receiving guidance. It is an initial alert, like a telephone ringing, letting you know there is someone on the other end of the line wishing to speak to you. When you hear your name and remain in a calm, relaxed space where you're focused within, you're then able to tune into more. This receptive state happens frequently as you're drifting off to sleep and right when you wake up in the morning. Again, this is the hypnagogic state, and when you're in it, your ego mind is much quieter and more receptive to allowing messages from spirit to flow through to you that would normally be filtered out. A part of what your ego mind does is focus your awareness in the physical plane, but when your ego is half asleep, the higher spiritual realms have a way of flowing through to you. So, if you hear your name when you're laying in bed, before you get up, before you sit up in bed and look around, just take a moment to really relax back into that hypnagogic state, that state of almost sleeping but still retaining consciousness, and with your eyes closed, scan the energy around your room and notice, do you perceive any different quality of energy in your space? Perhaps you notice an incredible light. Tune into that. That's often how angels often appear within your mind's eye. Higher spiritual beings will alert you to their presence when you begin to look for it. Their energetic signature is that of light, high frequency, calm presence, and incredible love. If you tune into the presence of something in your space but it feels negative, heavy, strange, or honestly, if you get freaked out or scared, call in Archangel Michael to surround you with light, to protect you, and to release any negative beings, attachments, or earth-bound energies into the light. When you ask for Archangel Michael's assistance with this, or you can ask your guardian angels, Yeshua, or whoever you feel comfortable with. Then feel their presence enter in as your space is cleansed and filled with love, light, and peace. Discernment is key, but honestly, if your energy is clear and you're in a relaxed state of warmth and love, the beings you will be in resonance and alignment with are your personal angels, your loved ones in spirit, and your higher self. When these beings reach out to you by calling your name, they're not only reminding you that they're with you, but they're also calling out for your attention, reaching out to you with more guidance. Think of it this way. If you're walking down the street and a friend sees as you and calls out your name, that's not the end of the conversation. Calling your name is just used to get your attention. It's the introduction or entrance into a deeper conversation. So after hearing your name, to go deeper, the next step is to clear your mind, open your heart, and tune into your central core of light. Connect with your central column of light and allow your mind to relax and your heart to open. Just observe, and with practice, more guidance, inspiration, insight, messages from spirit can flow through to greet you, because when a spirit is calling your name, that is a sign that there's more. And the fact that you heard your name means that you have the ability to hear and receive deeper guidance. Receive guidance, an internal experience. The rest of the guidance you receive from spirit may arrive in a more internal sense. So don't get attached to hearing your angels in the same external way you heard your name being called. You may hear your name externally, but then go within your heart to receive the rest of the message. Sponsored links. Whether or not you receive the deeper messages available to you in that moment, know that hearing your name is a connection with something beyond physical reality and signifies that you do indeed have the ability to hear in the higher realms of spirit. Even if hearing your name was just an auditory memory response, that physiological response comes to you in the exact same way your guides and angels can use to communicate with you. So you can take it as a sign that you indeed have the ability to hear the messages of spirit. It just takes opening and developing this subtle psychic